But as we head into the hot summer months, there is a terrible danger for children forgotten in hot cars. It happens an average of 37 times a year nationwide. Rarely do we hear firsthand from a parent involved in one of these tragedies. But tonight, one Virginia woman wants you to hear her story, no matter how hard it is for her to tell.
Oh my God, no!
It's almost unbearable to hear. A mother distraught after realizing her 9-month-old son, Bryce, the light of her life, is dead. It happened 8 years ago, but for Lynn Balfour, the pain is still raw.
I prayed to God to please take my place. Let me take his place.
It was March 30th, 2007. Balfour, an Army reservist, had hardly slept in days. Bryce had a cold and was up all night, and her morning routine was unusual. The car, the placement of the car seat, and the diaper bag were all different. And then, during her drive, an important call came from work. It wasn't until she spoke to the babysitter that afternoon that panic set in. The high that day was only 66 degrees, but little Bryce did not survive.
I thought to myself, there is no way I forgot my son. There's just no way. There's no way that he is gone.
On that terrible day, Balfour made her son a promise.
No matter how hard it would be over and over again to relive the situation and the events of that day, that I would tell my story as many times as I could to make sure that his death wasn't for nothing. Because I was one of those parents that said that that could never happen to me.
Heat stroke is the leading cause of vehicle death for children not involved in crashes. Devices such as this one, now in development, can alert a parent who has unwittingly left a child behind. But it's hard to convince parents to buy one.
Everybody thinks it could never happen to them.
Balfour is speaking to a group of new mothers in Alexandria. She tells them putting a reminder like a teddy bear in the front seat when a child is on board can help.
I share my story to honor my son's memory.
After Bryce's death, Balfour and her husband had 4 more children. She says the pain of losing Bryce never leaves her. It's just something she's learned to live with.
My 4-year-old Chase said to me the other day, you know, Mommy, Bryce is in heaven because he died in your car, right, Mommy? He was too hot. And he's 4 years old, and he said, it's okay, Mommy, you're a good mommy.
Balfour was charged with second-degree murder. The charges were downgraded to involuntary manslaughter, and she faced up to 15 years in jail. However, it took the jury just 90 minutes to find her unanimously not guilty.
You know, we often tell that story. Every year we have the story that like that, and we tell it, and we always say, how could that happen? After you talk to her now, can you understand how that could happen?
Well, you understand that she was sleep deprived. You understand her routine changed. You understand she got an important call from work and was distracted. And it's just an awful tragedy. And, you know, I commend her for telling her story, because if it saves one life, then it was worth it to tell the story.
All right, very nice, nicely done. And thank her next time you talk to her, for all of us.
We will.
Okay.